Can the New York Giants fans be any more delusional? You got one side saying we love Saquon Barkley. You got the other side saying we don't need Saquon Barkley. We don't need a good running back. We just need a wide receiver. We got Malik Neighbors. Now, get me wrong, Malik Neighbors is nice, but we still need a Saquon Barkley. And you got the other side too at the same time saying we love Daniel Jones. He's our quarterback. He's going to take us some places. Get him that hope. He's going to be great. And then you got the other side saying like, look, man, he's been here 6 years. We seen it. He just don't got it. It's okay. You can work hard at something in life and still not be good at it. It don't matter. You can work hard. You can come to work at 5 a.m., get off at 8 p.m., be the first one in the building, last one in the building. But if you don't got it, you just don't got it. You can't work yourself into something. I know people say, and we growing up and our parents used to tell us, you work hard at something, you keep working hard and you can do anything you want. No, you can't. You can't do anything you want. You have to do your God-given abilities and your talents to what the limits of what God has given you of where you meet that limit at. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And Daniel Jones, it seems like to me he's met that limit. I think he's a good backup quarterback in the NFL. So this is the reason why we needed Saquon Barkley. Now, this was the thing that happened with Saquon Barkley. They said that Saquon Barkley turned down these Giants contracts. Now, he did turn down several contracts. He turned down the $12.5 million per year, for 3 years, $25 million guaranteed. Joe Schoen offers just wasn't enough. Now, as comparison to the Eagles offer, they gave him that 3-year, $37.75 million up to $46.7 million, $26 million guaranteed. And a lot of Giants fans was fussing saying it's only $1 million more guaranteed. But you got to understand and put that thing into perspective. That's $46.7 million that he has up to earning potential. Even when you look back at the actual Hard Knocks, you see how he even said, Joe Schoen said, look, we couldn't match it. We couldn't match it. We couldn't match it. It's up to like over $15 million a year. Joe Schoen didn't want to pay that much.
What's the latest? Just on the Saquon thing.
I just got a text that Chicago's driving the price up and Philly's out. I don't know if that's true or not. Which I don't know if I'll make it.
But ultimately, we all looking at this. We all looking at Joe Schoen laughing, saying, hey, he don't know what he doing. He gonna be fired soon. I believe in Joe Schoen. I believe he gonna get this thing together. I do believe he made some poor decisions thus far. He's made some very poor decisions. You franchise tag a player who you have no guarantee of what his actual ability is. We didn't know what Daniel Jones' ability was. We could have franchise tagged him. We could have franchise tagged him again to show his worth. Saquon Barkley proved his worth soon as he stepped foot in the league. Soon as he stepped foot in the league, Saquon Barkley proved who he was. We knew who he was, and he only got better. Yeah, he got the injuries. We understand those things happen. Those things come. He's a running back. You know what I'm saying? But he's a high-level running back. And the thing about it, Joe Schoen looking at Saquon Barkley like he's the other second-tier and third-tier running backs. No, man, him and Christian McCaffrey, they like this. But Christian McCaffrey is getting most of that love. But C-Mac didn't get most of that love until he started going to San Fran. Now, he was a beast in Carolina, we know. That's where he made his mark at. You know what I'm saying? But people started putting him like the best running back in the league when he got to San Fran. Now, towards the end of his year in Carolina, they still had him as one of the best in the league and stuff like that. But like, it was still debatable because Derrick King was still in Tennessee at the time. So everybody had their own opinions. Everybody got their own rankings. I'm not getting into that. But my thing of what I'm saying is this. Once he went to San Fran, we've seen his true ability. Saquon Barkley going to Philadelphia Eagles. So we're going to see his true ability behind a great offensive line. A good offensive line because they lost Jason Kelce. But my thing of what I'm saying is this. This is the reason why Saquon Barkley is not here no more. I always said all of that buddy, friend stuff with Daniel Jones was going to make him lose out on a contract. He pushing for Daniel Jones to get your contract. I understand that's your buddy, that's your friend. You push for your teammates to get your contract. But you got to understand and put that into perspective too as well and understand and think. Like he's pushing this guy to get his contract, pushing Daniel Jones. He's saying that's his friend and stuff like that. But where your boy at the bat for you? This man just took most of your money and he's not proven. He's not a proven professional player. Of where he showed us one thing. He showed us making it to the playoffs and winning that game. But it was a team effort. It wasn't something like, man, Daniel Jones won that game for us. Nobody said that. Nobody said, man, Daniel Jones, man, he was that man in that game. He came back. He did. No, it was a team collective effort against one of the bottom 3 defenses in the NFL. But a really great offensive team that year. But this is Kirk Cousins he went against. Kirk Cousins, come on now. It's Kirk Cousins he went against. He's not playing that great. He's not playing that great against great defenses. He's not playing that great against great quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? We beat Lamar Jackson. We beat the Ravens that year. But my thing is this. We got to understand and look at it, man. Daniel Jones took that money from Saquon Barkley. I don't care how nobody spend it. I don't care what nobody say. This man should have came out and took a pay cut if he really cared about Saquon Barkley. But my thing is, get your money. Everybody get their money. I ain't trying to say that. But my thing of what I'm saying is this. He reset the running back market. He actually pushed the running back market up because he's that top level, top tier player. He's that type of guy. He's the guy. He is the guy. And Philadelphia got him. And I expect big things from Philadelphia this year.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Now, am I anyway going to root for the Eagles? No. But let's just be realistic about it. Jalen Hurts is nice. They got AJ, they got Devontae, they got an offensive line, they got Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. And they defense, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking more so about the offense, and they got a great offense. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. We lost Saquon Barkley because we paid Daniel Jones. We should have franchise tagged him. You pay the most valuable player. You don't just pay the quarterback. And this is the reason why a lot of teams get in trouble. This is the reason why a lot of teams get in trouble. And I give Joe Schoen this for wanting to build a defense up. Like, we made some places, we made some good things on defense. I mean, even when you think about our running back situation, we went back and got Devin Singletary, which is great, which is awesome. You see his stats. You see what he's done in the league. You see what type of motor he has. They call him motor. We also got Turbo. We also got two as well. We got Trey. So we got some Eric Gray. We got some running back pieces in the room. It's not going to be Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley was the leader of the team. Even John Mara said that's our best player by far, our most popular player by far. And he was our best player on offense. Even Joe Schoen said that on the last episode, 2 episodes ago. So my thing is this, we have to understand and look at it, man. We are really in a place of where we are trying to find an identity. And what is the New York Giants identity right now? We don't know. We're not going to know until the season starts. And it sounded like to me, Daboll wanted to go get Jaden Daniels. He was done with Daniel Jones. He wanted to see what his offense looked like with another quarterback. Like if it's not Daniel Jones, if he wanted to try Drake May, he wanted to try Jaden Daniels. He wanted to see what else is out there. Of course, Michael Penix, he was injury prone. I think that's the reason why we didn't look at him. We didn't even give him a shot because we didn't want to go through the same thing we went with Daniel Jones. Now, he would have been much better than Daniel Jones. But as far as injury, I understand the risk of John Mara, Daboll, and Schoen not wanting to make that type of risk, because they're trying to really elevate their careers and really start their careers, in their prominent positions of where they're at. So we'll see what the Giants going to do with that.
Which I don't know. I'll make a couple of calls. I don't even know if that's gonna happen, but
I'm going to have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia. I'll tell you that. As I've told you, just being up. I've been around enough players. So, but he's the most popular player we have by far.
Yeah.
One thing that I think too as well with John Mara, I really believe John Mara was throwing hints out there to Joe Schoen to saying like, hey, try to get Saquon Barkley back. Try to finagle something, do something. I think Joe Schoen really has wiped his hands clean with the situation. I don't think he wanted Saquon much as he said he did. He said he did. He didn't want him like that. He just wanted to match it. He didn't think that he could actually beat the market. He was surprised that Philadelphia gave him that much money. He was surprised. How can you be surprised when you have a Hall of Fame caliber running back? What are you doing? What are you doing? You have a Hall of Fame caliber running back, and you're surprised that somebody paid him that money. We talking Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Derek. We talking these top echelon running backs. These are not the lower tier running backs. I wouldn't say lower tier. I would say second tier. I would consider Saquon Barkley better than Austin Eckler, even in their primes. You know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley was always playing behind a horrible offensive line. Worse than all the other running backs that I just named. Worse, he was playing behind a worse offensive line than Christian McCaffrey, a worse offensive line than Derrick Henry, a worse offensive line even back during that time than Alvin Kamara, than Zeke. He was playing behind a worse offensive line and was making the best of it. You have a Hall of Fame caliber running back and you saying, man, he's surprised that he got that much money. You can't be surprised. You can't be dumbfounded. You can't be hoodwinked. You can't just be thinking out in abstract in the atmosphere of thinking man, I'm surprised he got that much. stuff like that disappoints me. Stuff like that disappoints me, man. It just don't make no sense. I just don't get it. I don't understand. I just want to sit here and just think like, why? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. And then at the same time, you got Malik Neighbors. You would have had a nice little thing going, man. You got to have Malik Neighbors. You would have had Saquon Barkley. You would have had a nice little squad. You got Jalen Hyatt, Wan'Dale Robinson, Daniel Jones, but you would have had, Andrew Thomas on the line. You got the new 2 offensive linemen and Jermaine and John Runyon. So we got some offensive line pieces, and I believe our offensive line is going to be better, like I keep saying, and that's just what it is. So I believe we're going to be better. I believe we're going to be good on that front. I believe we're going to be more productive. I believe our defense is going to be great. Now, we traded to get Brian Burns. We gave Brian Burns a $150 million contract. Brian Burns is awesome. I believe he's going to push the D-line. He's going to push us. I mean, you see him at D-line University. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be nice. He's going to be teaching even the younger guys too as well. I mean, I think these offenses are going to go crazy. Like, they're not going to know what to do with our defense. We got the safeties, we got the cornerbacks, we got the linebackers. Like, Michael McFadden's going to be better. We already know about Bobby. So we're going to be great this year. We're really going to be great. And I'm just excited about it, what's going to happen, but we look forward to seeing what's going to happen on that end. But you better hope we play good. You better hope we play well. Joe Schoen better hope we play well, because ticket sales are going to go down. Jersey sales are going to go down. Hot dog sales is going to go down. All the concessions is going to go down. These things are going to go down because Saquon Barkley, that jersey sales. Joe Schoen, not Joe Schoen, I'm sorry. John Mara said that's the most popular player by far. He said that. So that means he sells the most in that stadium. So if we're not winning games, people not coming to the stadium. They're going to come to the stadium to see the star. Now, Malik Neighbors is a star. He's going to cement himself in the NFL. But Saquon Barkley was already cemented. So people were coming there to see Saquon Barkley. They're not coming there to see Daniel Jones. They're not. You don't do nothing. They were coming there at one point to see Odell Beckham. They were coming there at one point to see Eli Manning. They were coming there at one point to see Tiki Barber. You know what I'm saying? So they were coming there at one point to see these players. So my thing is that you have to be able to sell. You have to be able to sell the team. And that's the reason why Saquon Barkley makes up most of the money in the team. So why not have him there? But it is what it is. And that's where we at. Now, we lost Tyrod Taylor to the Jets. That's cool and all. I think Tyrod Taylor wanted to leave because he get a better opportunity with the New York Jets. I think he was tired of being in an organization where it's just piss poor play all across the board. The thing with Dayball that he had, Dayball really believed him. I think Dayball loves Tyrod Taylor, and I think Tyrod loves Dayball, but I think he wanted more stability as far as within team structure. And also, too, as well, to get a ring. He think he can get a ring with Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers get injured, he has a chance of playing. And my thing is Tyrod Taylor knows that even last year when he was playing, he said he's not going to be the starting quarterback. He's just filling it for Daniel Jones. And Tyrod Taylor, I think he was okay being behind a player that he knows that's better than him. But he knows Daniel Jones not better than him. So why would he want to stay? He only came to try to see if he can test the waters, be with his old offensive guy with Dayball, but it didn't work out. So now we got Drew Lock. They say Daniel Jones got the job. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen if Drew Lock beat him out. If Drew Lock actually plays well in camp, he plays well during the season, and Daniel Jones come in and stinks it up. They throw Drew Lock in there, boom, bada bing. Then we cook him with something. Then we know what's going to happen from there. But this is another episode of High and Low Takes. I go by the name Ayo Mike, and I'm out.